toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Ray. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. It was the farewell game for an Ole Miss great Jackson Dart in last season's Egg Bowl, down 14-10 early, but the old Bullies just couldn't hang on to the ball, and turnovers killed them.
Yeah, Mississippi State had 3 turnovers, and when you lose the turnover battle 3-0, you're not going to win very many football games. The Egg Bowl is always fun. Jesse, we've called a bunch of these games. The hatred is real, the rivalry is real, so this will be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, oftentimes it's a game that's played before the weekend, like on a Thursday or Friday night, so it really sets the tone. This is the amuse-bouche, you might say, for rivalry weekend. Mississippi State started fast in that game last year, David. 14 points in the first quarter. They just didn't score again. Ole Miss got the win. It wasn't enough to get them in the college football playoff, but I'm expecting fireworks in this one.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He'll pull it on the read. The Rebels get enough to move the chains.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Back to throw, it's Simmons. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So Mississippi State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Snagged in the middle. It's Winston. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. The jet sweep pass. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the from the receivers and the rest of the offense that forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if they're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll go to the ground. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Off the play fake. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, can these guys use a score to cut into this lead. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. To the air, it's Simmons. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. They'll start this drive firing. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lets one fly deep. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Back to pass on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to keep it in the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he missed it. No good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open, makes the catch. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Caught in the backfield, it's Stridley. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Rebels are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Quickly complete. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Lee. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. This is now a 7-point game. late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, so much to break down from a spirited start to this Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Mississippi State and Ole Miss plays out.
And the Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. His drive will open from the 15. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Caught. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Shapen. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He's got him along the sidelines. Beautiful footwork for the 1st down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Turning on the Jets. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Plucks it out of the air. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Looking to pass, it's Shapen. And that's incomplete, a defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground, 4th down coming up.
Nice job in coverage on that third and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Right back to the well. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. They're
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pulls it in. It's Diggs. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
They punt it away on 4th down. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Shapen. Oh, they're after him! And the rush will get to him at the 25. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mosley. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Traore. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's loose. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on a 34-yard jump to the end zone. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The give is to Taylor. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here's a throw downfield late.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Caught in the backfield. It's Lee. The Rebels are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Stribling. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wallace. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Bulldogs had their day as they take down the Rebels and pirate that Egg Bowl trophy and take it right back to Stark Vegas. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.